Good evening. We've been interviewing people up and down the land, finding out how they're coping with lockdown, what their hopes and fears are for the future, and or their thoughts on the current state of the country. From whinging post-millennials to smug baby boomers, through to the pathetically decrepit. Absolutely no one is coping well. Some of what you are about to see may disturb you, but get used to it. And who knows what 2021 will bring? Plagues of locusts, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, another series of Love Island. What seems clear is that with theatres still closed, amateur actors around the country who, let's face it, were not the most stable group, are only getting worse.
Non-essential shops are shut. No, really? Where am I going to get my doilies from now? Oh, I suppose they have these imaginary shops these days. Well, let me tell you, the interweb's not for everybody. I don't like it. You need an email and a mouse. And I'm not keen on vermin. And I don't like spiders or nets. No, I like an old-fashioned curtain, me. And I like to feel a crusty bloomer before I'll even consider popping it into my wonky trolley.
I don't think stupid people should be allowed to vote. There should be a test or a questionnaire or something. Question 1, are you stupid? If they get that wrong, then they shouldn't be allowed to vote. It's just my opinion.
I first met my fiancé just before lockdown. I didn't know he was my fiancé. I just thought he was a normal man. But then he met me. We've got a lot in common. Breathing, speaking, 2 arms. And if we're feeling, a bit wild, we make crochet figures of the Antiques Roadshow presenters together. We're just normal. Well, apart from our personalities and what's in the cellar. But Colin says that we can't talk about that publicly.
It's like it's a competition who can be the most productive during lockdown. I've only ever won one competition in my life. I was 5 and it was for the biggest poo. All the members of my reception judged it and declared me the clear winner. The respect of your peers is very important.
Can we still do driving lessons? Do you know? I haven't checked the new rules. 8 times. I failed my driving test 8 times. Yes, I know it's a lot, but it was for a different reason each time. And I only maimed someone once. If I fail again, I'm going to learn the unicycle, in case I lose one of my legs. Like that man I ran over.
No, I haven't been bored. I've been making sourdough bread. And I've learned some Norwegian, in case I want to start up a Norwegian artisan bakery. I had planned to learn some exotic dancing, but my hip replacement last year, it ruled that out. Also, the COVID mask would have hidden all my facial expressions and would have reduced the artistry. No, I've had to busy myself elsewhere. I was going to check up on the neighbours, but I've never really liked them. So I thought, if they're not okay, so what? I have bought lots of different sized padded envelopes on the internet, just to have them in. I've also categorised all my bras, every day, strapless and special occasions. If there's ever going to be one of them again. No, but mostly I've been drinking anything I've got in, really. Gin, Prosecco, methylated spirits. Well, it's purple and you can pretend it's a cocktail. No, not been bored at all, really.
COVID? Yeah, I mean, work-wise, this has just been terrible for me. And of course, I've got no help from the government, you know, like grants and loans, they're just not for the likes of me. Nah. Like, you're entrepreneurs, you know, you're self-employed people. We've just got no help at all. And of course, at the moment, everybody's staying inside in their houses, aren't they? Which means it's a nightmare in my line of work. A burglar, yeah, like my father and my grandfather before me. Anyway, best get off. Stay lucky.
When all this COVID stuff is over, I am leaving home and I'm never looking back, just like my sister. Well, not just like my sister. In fact, if she had looked back, I don't think she would have got hit by that car. Oh, it was tragic. Yeah, and I was sad at first, but then I realised she was wearing my jumper and she hadn't even bothered to ask for it. And it was ruined. So I decided I'd save my tears for someone who deserved it.
How have I been entertaining myself during lockdown? Well, to be honest, I don't know what everyone is complaining about. I mean, it's not as bad as the war, is it? We must all do what we did then. Sing songs, dance socks, ride out with the hounds, that sort of thing. I mean, I know times are changing and we must all move with the times. But we must never forget. We all have our responsibilities. Informing on our neighbours, spreading fascist propaganda on that Facebook and Twittering thing. All great fun.
I just wish I was old enough to have a say. It's not fair that you have to wait until you're 18 to vote. I've been ready for years. I know where the polling booth is. I know how to hold a pencil. I'm not a communist. All you gotta do is write an X in a box. Even my dog can do that. I suppose it's possible my dog could be a communist, so perhaps it is for the best. He can lick his private parts, though. I bet the Prime Minister's never done that. Not on my carpets, anyway.
I miss seeing people because I'm a people person. People often find my views repellent, but I find that I like most people that I meet. Yes, I'm very open-minded, except for people with moustaches, and those people who like hot drinks. Oh, and those are really bendy. Don't trust those at all, because they could get in through your letterbox and steal your pants, couldn't they? But clean-shaven, tall people, short people, medium people, they're all fine. It's just the really bendy ones.
I always look for positives in most situations, so I thought, you know what, I'll use this time to get fit. Get some muscle and work on my physique. So I got myself some lycra and a trendy new water bottle and some bad boy dumbbells. And then I downloaded Joe Wick's app. My husband, he thought I would start raving mad. He said, "You're almost 80 years old, Barbara. What are you thinking? Those dumbbells could kill people at our age." So I hit him over the head with one, and do you know, it turns out he were right.
I want to, change things. It's an opportunity, all this. I would love to be a vegetarian, but then there'd be cows and donkeys and chickens running amok everywhere, stealing our jobs, gazumping houses when we're buying them, riding next to us on public transport. I refuse to sit next to a cow on a school bus. That'd be really weird. Even if he was wearing a school uniform.
I won't lie. It's been hard on us as a couple.
Very hard.
We've realised we've nothing in common.
Nothing. She doesn't like pies.
I don't like pies.
She thinks the jelly is unnatural.
I think the jelly is unnatural.
And she doesn't like my personality.
I don't like his personality.
Which is unfortunate.
At first, we argued such a lot.
There was a lot of bickering.
A lot of bickering.
But then we got past it. We changed our approach.
Changed our approach.
We did.
We just stopped listening to each other altogether. If he says something, I just completely ignore him and get on with my life.
We even have our own tea bags.
We live completely separate lives now, but in the same house.
We found a solution.
Well, that's what marriage is all about, isn't it?
Compromise.
I have even got a new boyfriend now, which is nice.
What?
Haven't seen anyone for days now. I'm fine with that. My girlfriend, well, most of the time, I just have no idea what she wants. She tells me, but I don't listen. I probably wouldn't be interested, to be honest.
I managed to move into the area just before lockdown, so that was good. Couldn't believe my luck when I found this place. It was a bargain. The previous owner died, so it went to auction and I snapped it up. Can't think why no one else wanted it. I mean, I hear the odd noise here and there, but that's to be expected in an old house like this. The neighbourhood's lovely and everyone seems really nice. And I don't mind living on my own.
Actually, I don't mind that the shops are shut at all. All this consumerism is just wrong, immoral, wasteful, unnecessary. We've got loads of stuff. We don't need more. It's bad for the environment, encourages slave labour, and a throwaway, consumer-obsessed economy. It's just plain wrong. I'd go so far as to say evil. And even though I'm an atheist myself, I think those people should rot in hell for their disgusting, self-centred greed for all eternity. Oh, better go. That's my Amazon delivery.
We all need to be kinder, don't we? We're living in unprecedented times. This has got sugar in it, you moron! Kindness costs nothing, does it?